Yo, 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 welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Got Jay Morgan Harder in the house. And we got a whole lot of stuff to get into today. We got Terry Davis, who's going to join us at 11:30. 11:30. Almost said 1 again.
That'd be the first time in a while you've done that.
It would be the first time in a while, but I can understand that if I'm a little bit off today, because what a weekend. What a weekend it was. I hope people have some power. I know I still don't have the power. I am staying downtown, so it's not like I'm just like sitting there in the house with no power chilling. No, I'm at least taken care of. But, well, I guess I'm taken care of. What do you think?
I think you're taken care of. At least taken care of enough.
Like mentally, I'm okay?
Yeah, you seem good to me.
You're so dead-gum nice. By the way, you know what else is really good? The Memphis Tigers. Oh, did they look good? They look really good. They won 88-60 over Central Florida. Jalen Duren's back. And guess who's coming back? He was not at this Central Florida game, but he will be returning. Looks like the Tigers are getting at full strength. That would be the one, Imani Bates. He's actually going to be coming back, they say. Are you a little surprised by this news?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised he's coming back. I'm surprised, I don't know what my head's in a pretzel with Imani Bates, John, because, it seems like Elgin Bates, his father, leaks something to a reporter. Then he tweets something himself that conflicts the reports that he leaked to that reporter a mere 30 seconds later. So I'm really not sure what to expect with Imani Bates at this point. What about you?
Honestly, if he comes back right now, what I'm thinking about is if he comes back to this team right now, how much playing time will he get? And does that mean he'll actually return to the Tigers next year?
I doubt that one.
Oh.
Do you think he's going to return to the Tigers next year?
I am, put it this way. I think it's about a 50-50 chance. It's just a coin flip.
He wouldn't be the first guy to curse out his coach as he walked to the bench and then come back the next season. But times have changed since a lot of other people were doing that in years past.
True that. That is very, very true. We're going to talk Tiger basketball. Plus, how about them Grizzlies? Was that an easy whip up on the Magic like I told you? What did I tell you? They were going to beat up on Orlando so bad, it was going to be ugly. They're back in action tomorrow at FedEx Forum. They're going to be playing the Clippers. They're on a nice little 2-game win streak. I think they easily get to 3. I'll be looking forward to that tomorrow night. So, it's all about that Griznaz, right?
It was a bad day to be a Central Florida basketball team and play against a Memphis team on Saturday.
Yes, it was.
0-2.
But, hey, you know what? They're never far from the happiest place on
Exactly.
earth.
You'd always go to Disney World.
Just when you're done, head on over to Disney World. If you get a little bit blue, if you get a little down, go to the most fun place on planet Earth, they say. Oh, my goodness. So many things are going on, and I want y'all to do me a big favor today. I want y'all to hit me up and use the AutoZone text and listener line, 901-360-8255. Get in the zone, AutoZone. I got a lot of questions for you. And I got some weird stuff to talk about today. Some very, very weird stuff. This weekend, by the way, I'm just doing a little sidebar. If I sound a little tired, I am a little tired. Do you know why?
Why?
Not only is my power out and I had to stay downtown, which is not horrible. I mean, I love downtown. Lived there for 19 years. Love me some downtown. But I was downtown with me and Chas, my ex-wife, Carrie, my daughter, Rio, her 2 children, of course, MC Callie and Corbin, my beautiful daughter, Savannah, and what would you call her? I call her like my daughter, but she's my ex-wife's daughter, Colby. She's like 14 years old. She was down there, so it was me, a whole lot of women, and a whole bunch of cheerleading at the Cook Convention Center and chasing children around. So, my goodness, I like people who have children late.
Played in hide and go seek.
Oh, I was playing hide and go seek and throwing kids in the air. I'm worn out, but how is it? Have you seen, I am not the oldest person in the world, but who was it? Got pregnant at 50. Like, why would you have kids late in your life?
Abraham's wife in the Bible, right?
No, I was thinking more like it was some famous pop singer. She was like,
Madonna. No, I don't think that's right.
I think it was was it one of the Jacksons?
Janet.
Was it Janet?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
No. I'm just saying, I can't remember. I'm not trying to throw babies on people, but I'm just saying, holy cow. For the parents who have children in an older age, it's harder. When you're young, you got the energy. When you're young, you don't know better. When you get our age or my age,
Yeah, not ours.
yeah. Like you need to go ahead and have a kid now if you don't have one.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just saying, don't wait till if I think after 33 years old, you should definitely not even think about having children.
I'm pretty sure my parents had a kid after they were 33. Me.
Oldest, let's see. I was, 20 with my first, like 24, 25 with my second, something to that. I think that's the perfect time to have children. Because again, you're growing up with them. They kind of help you grow up.
But don't you want to be grown? The opposite way of thinking is, wouldn't you want to be grown and a bit more mature before you start instilling wisdom on a younger generation?
Well, when you have wisdom and you have maturity and you actually have some things that you might be able to put on that child.
But that's good for a grandparent too, is what you're saying.
I was going to say, no. It's just you're too old. It's too tiring. Speaking of some weird stuff when it comes to kids and parenting and girls, please tell me you were watching Big Brother.
No, the Celebrity Big Brother, I didn't watch it.
I'm not watching it either, but you know how into Lamar Odom, the Kardashians, these celebrities are. I'm really into that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what Lamar Odom did on Big Brother?
Spilled tea.
No. He pooped his pants. He pooped the bed, actually.
And that's not a metaphor for anything. He legitimately pooped his pants.
He legitimately pooped in the bed.
There's internet rumors about the kinds of, I guess I have to call them drugs, that go around the Big Brother house. And they're all uppers, John. And I don't know how much you know about uppers, but it seems like sometimes people that take a lot of uppers poop their pants.
All I know is I'm very excited to say I have never pooped my pants.
Good.
I have.
I
am dead serious. But what were you sick or something or?
No, just couldn't make it.
Just couldn't make it.
Couldn't make it.
Just could not make it.
I've had a couple times where I'm in mid about to make it, where I'm but it's close, you know what I mean? And it just doesn't quite make it. There's been a couple of those. Yeah, no, I've pooped my pants multiple times. Once at a bar.
Oh my goodness! I can tell you that you went home by yourself that night. For sure.
Well, with two male friends.
What, were they helping you clean out your pants?
No, they actually made me stay at the bar 45 minutes after I pooped my pants because they were trying to take a girl home. They did not end up taking a girl home.
Just a little.
But I'm a good teammate because I stayed 45 minutes after I had pooped my pants.
It's so sad. Could you imagine if actually a girl did come and talk to you and she was like, "Hey, I'm so and so, and you're actually looking pretty cute." And
I would have had to have
said for a
said
couple minutes, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Do you smell that?" You're like, "Nah, man."
No.
What do you say?
I would have had full disclosure right when she walked up. Look, you seem like a very nice lady. I have poop in my drawers, so we're not going to do this right now.
Well, speaking of full disclosure, Lamar Odom on Celebrity Big Brother is pooping his pants, breaking all the rules. He's talking about Khloe Kardashian, how he wants her back. She's still the one in his life. Making fun of Tristan Thompson. Thomas. He's tearing it up on Celebrity Big Brother, and now. He exposed himself. And by the way, he actually tweeted out or sent something out. He says, now I'm the Ish King.
Wait, no way he tweeted something out.
Not tweet, but, whoever's running his little site, because, why he's in there and stuff, there's some other dude that's, and he's
I didn't know
I'm
that.
the poop king or something, man. It's pretty sad stuff. It's pretty weird. Now, Caleb Williams, he went to USC for Lincoln Riley, right?
That's what they're saying.
Did you see what all the sorority girls in, Oklahoma have been talking about Caleb Williams?
I missed it.
So Caleb Williams has a lot in common with Rex Ryan.
They both are like snacks.
They love toes, feet. They love sucking feet. So Caleb Williams, there was a sorority that dressed up. They had some dude put on a big old thing, and it was like a foot, but one your face comes out of one of the toes. And you're standing there oh, and they put all these things out, and they're just like, hey, ladies out in USC, get ready to have your toes sucked. Caleb Williams is a toe sucker. Is that a bad thing?
No. What, we're toe shaming?
No.
That would be kink shaming, I think is what it's
I don't
called.
know, man. I will be honest with you. I don't care how pretty you are. You're only going to put your foot in my mouth. That's just, sorry. Not going to do it.
What if they're a foot model, John?
I'm still not going to do that either.
Wow, bold take by you.
I am definitely not going to do it at all. We're going to talk about Eric Bieniemy having 8. Did you know he was there for 8 hours with the Saints?
Really? Wow.
Yup.
Growing steam.
Getting some
Picking
steam.
up steam
picking
is
up
what
steam.
it's called, yeah.
Picking up some steam. Josh McCown, by the way, will not be going to the Texans.
Well, hold their horses there, John. It seems like this is a little scheme concocted by the Texans because they were going to retain Lovie Smith either way, and they don't think Josh McCown is ready, so they might end up having Lovie groom Josh McCown, so they hire the same group of people they would have otherwise. What a story.
What a story. Speaking of great stories, we got NFL.com mysteriously deleted a report that had witnesses hearing Stephen Ross tell Brian Flores to lose games for over $100K. Well, it's kind of like their sister company, the NFL.com. It got yanked really quickly.
Surprising.
I wonder why. Now, also, Jackson Mahomes, did you see this weekend, was one of the best videos I've seen in a long time. You know how, like, we saw him on Friday, we were talking about him riding the mechanical bull. Remember, he was on the mechanical bull grinding really hard? Well, guess what? This weekend, he's out there trying to do his thing out at the Pro Bowl, and he tries to give this girl a kiss. She savagely stops him from doing it. Like, oh my gosh. She was like, when he tried to move in for the kiss, she turned her head, put her hand out, and made like she was going to throw up.
Stiff arm.
Like, she gave him the stiff arm. So Jackson Mahomes, he got turned down. All kinds of wonderful things that we're going to talk about. But we got to get over into the leadoff. Again, we have Terry Davis at 1:30. We're going to talk all things Tigers. We got Hardenwood because it feels so good. We got some gambling information for you, some NFL tidbits. And we'll talk a little bit about the College Senior Bowl. You know whose draft stock went way up, don't you?
Malik Willis.
Calvin Austin. Like, we got to go with the Memphis tie, bro. Did you know that he also shrunk 2 inches since the beginning of football season?
Wow.
The Tigers listed him at 5'9". After this week's measurements, he was listed at 5'7". So did he shrink? But that's without
cleats on, though.
Did he shrink, or were they just kind of exaggerating a little bit?
2-inch cleats.
2-inch cleats. Oh, please, come on now. Just 2 more inches, but he ran really hard and was voted the most difficult player to by the defensive backs. He was the most difficult wide receiver to cover. Now it's time to get into the leadoff, but I have to remind you, without Bob Simpson, we don't get there. And Bob Simpson's there because he is a great neighbor. He will give you the Patrick price. He will give you the Rogers rate. Bob Simpson, State Farm Insurance. He's been an independent State Farm Insurance agent since 1983. He's licensed in Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Make sure if you own or rent a home, you've got your insurance. Auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, whatever you need, he has your back. He is your good neighbor. He's our local State Farm man. Go to bobsimpson.org, check out, and get a free quote, by the way. Or just give him a call at 901-381-1233. That's 901-381-1233. I'm in the box.
I'm going to cut off the music with words today because it's taken to, we don't have a lot of time here. We have an Olympic update coming up, and I'm so excited.
It's a Winter's Games update, sir.
Oh, I'm not an Olympic. Excuse me.
Winter Games.
Games.
It's the Winter Games. So a lot of people would think summer. So we say Winter Games.
Got you. Winter Games. Well, I got one quick question for you then, John. What is more Pro Bowl this weekend? What's more surprising? That Mac Jones can run 70 yards, or he's actually a pretty good dancer doing a gritty? What's more surprising?
The gritty by far.
I'm telling you, what a dance. He did a great job.
Do you think that he watched Adam Schefter do a horrible job
and tear his meniscus
or whatever? And he's like, all right, this is going to happen to me. I'm kind of hip. I'm young. I'm not really hip, but I can't pull a Shefty.
He's clearly hip.
So, listen, you know what? Back in the day, there was this song, dance called the Roger Rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody could do it.
Could you do it?
Of course I could.
Can you do the gritty?
Of course I can.
Have you practiced?
I've done it many a times around the house. Every time
you have
back
to
in
practice.
The day. Are you kidding me? I'm good at it. It took me a while, by the way.
You got to practice, though.
You
got to
practice, but I got down the gritty. I'm very proud of myself. But just because you can do one dance move does not make you hip or a dancer.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm not going to sit there and call him hip. I'm not going to sit there and say he's a dancer either. But he does have that one move down, and that was much more surprising than his actual play on the field, which his play on the field wasn't bad.
I mean, he blew it dead, but he took off 70 yards to the end zone. I mean, I was shocked he had that in him. John.
It didn't look like they were really chasing him down that much, if you know what I'm saying. And by the way,
no, they blew it dead. It's
did you see Deion? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you see Deion Sanders going bananas this weekend?
No.
I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, he says, when did this happen? Why did this happen? It used to be like a sense of pride when I went to the Pro Bowl. Now you got all these guys.
Well, now you play 17 games though.
Well, you know what? He played 14 seasons, so he played a long time.
Yeah,
he played a lot of games.
Never
he also
17
played
in 1
baseball.
year.
He played baseball too, buddy.
Yeah, but I can make a lot of baseball jokes.
He
but I
played
love
more than
baseball,
17 because he's played in the big game.
Oh, but he didn't play the Pro Bowl that year.
You're correct.
That's right. Last one, John. I heard this morning that Memphis and Joe Lunardi's bracketology is back in the next four out, John. So let me ask you, does this revitalize your belief that the Tigers can make the tournament?
Does it revitalize it?
Yes, are you revitalized?
I don't know if I would say I'm revitalized.
Do you believe?
Do I believe right now? No.
No.
Still don't. There's still too much work that has to be done.
Especially after Houston beat the brakes off of Cincinnati.
If they get through Tulane, which they should easily get through Tulane, let's be honest with you. Again, Tulane did, cost them earlier in the year. Somehow they lost 85-84. But after that Tulane game, remember, they go on the road to Houston. Then they go on the road and face Cincinnati. So on the 9th, you got Tulane. 12th, you got Houston. And the 15th, you got Cincinnati. They come back with 3 straight wins. Then talk to me, buddy. And then I'll be back on this deadgum bandwagon. 3 more in a row, including a drop at Houston. I'm all over it. Coming up, though, we do have our Winter Games update. We'll be back in just, let's say, 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And we're also going to be joined by Terry Davis talking Tiger hoops. Don't touch that dial.
Westwood One Sports presents this special update on the 2022 Winter Games. Michaela Schifrin tweeted that her sport is so damn hard, and she was not only referring to her fall early on in the giant slalom, first time in over 30 races that Schifrin had failed to finish, but her U.S. teammate Nina O'Brien had a nasty fall right at the end of her run. Her skis got crossed. She slid across the finish line. O'Brien had to be taken off on a sled, fortunately said to be doing okay. So no medal for Schifrin and still no U.S. gold medals in now 21 events. That's unprecedented. 13 nations have struck gold, not the U.S. U.S. figure skater Vincent Zhou out of the men's competition. He tested positive for COVID. Big women's hockey game coming up, the U.S. versus Canada. They may very well play again for the gold medal. They always seem to. If they do, it would be the 6th time in 7 Olympics that's happened. With this Winter Games update, I'm John Stashower, Westwood One Sports.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents
And Doug.
Don't you just love the smell of old books?
Shh, this is a library.
Sorry, ma'am. We're looking for a book titled Liberty Mutual Customizes Your Car Insurance so you only pay for what you need.
I don't think we carry that, but check nonfiction.
He really does devour literature.
Please leave.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
We travel to see what's around the bend and what we're capable of. And now Capital One's new class of travel card can keep up with you. Introducing Venture X from Capital One. With 10x miles on hotels and rental cars, and 5x miles on flights booked through Capital One Travel, and 2x miles on everything else you buy. Venture X, for those always asking, where next? Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world at sports56whbq.com or on the Sports 56 app.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
You already know that Sunrise on Jefferson serves up the freshest and fastest breakfast or lunch in the city with only the highest quality ingredients. But there's so much more to Sunrise. This is a place you can rush through to get something to eat. But it's also a place where, if you have the time, you can enjoy it leisurely in a great atmosphere. Sunrise is full of beautiful folk art and, more importantly, features one of the most impressive Bloody Mary bars you're ever going to see. If you have the time, there's nothing like taking it at Sunrise.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So instead, we're going to have someone else say it. Because for some reason, when a random person talks about how great something is in a commercial, it's more believable.
I saved with a Progressive home and auto bundle.
And there you have it. I mean, I'm not sure why she's more believable than me, but either way, you get the point about the saving. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Valentine's Day is almost here, and you know we have a tradition of going to Dinstall's, and we're doing it again this year, but virtually. We will be giving you 14% off on February the 8th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. if you go to Dinstall's or call and order your chocolate-covered strawberries. They're back. Head to Laurelwood, Germantown, Collierville, downtown, or where they make the candies. That's Pleasant View. Say Sports 56, and on February the 8th, get 14% off at Dinstall's.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour is brought to you by Memphis's only top golf swing suite at Erling Jensen Small Bites. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Terry Davis is about to join us. You know Terry D joins me every single Monday at 11:30. We got him a little bit early today. And you can follow him on the Twitter at TerryD515. Read all his work at the Tri-State Defender. And we're going to tear some things up, talking some Tiger basketball. Tiger basketball, according to, of course, Jay Morgan, saying that they're now on the first four out, huh?
Next four out.
The next four out.
It's very confusing terminology.
Wait, the first four out, and then there's the next four.
Correct.
So they're like
the second four. So they're
5 to 8.
Yeah, according to Joe Lunardi. So we'll see what Mike DeCourcy and Jerry Palm had to say.
Ooh, we got all kinds of crazy stuff to get in with Tiger basketball. We got to talk about Josh Minot tearing things up. Jalen Duren's back. Amani Bates, what's going on with him? Well, we're going to find out now because we're going to bring in my good friend Terry D. Terry, how are you doing this Monday?
What is up, my brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. Struggled a little bit this weekend, not only because I didn't have power, and plus I had a lot of kids and did a lot of cheerleading. It's just there was no football really to gamble on. I'm sorry, I'm not going to gamble on the Pro Bowl or the Senior Bowl. So I feel like I'm having a little bit of withdrawal. So we're going to get hardcore into basketball. Any good plays that you see, I just want you to make sure that you hit me up and let me know. I do not bet on this Tiger team, please. Are you kidding me? They're too difficult to understand. But they had a really good game against East Carolina, who cannot shoot. They had a great game against Central Florida, who also could not shoot the other night. Is the defense stepping up, or are they just running into bad foes?
I think their defense is stepping up, and they're actually playing better defense at home. But will that translate on the road is yet to be seen.
And we've got, the good thing is they do have a home game before they hit two really, really hardcore games. They play on the 9th here in the friendly confines of FedEx Forum against Tulane. But then on the 12th, they have to go to Houston. Right now, currently, I think 6th in the country, playing great basketball. Then they got to go on the 15th, turn around real quick, and head up to Cincinnati to make up that game that was postponed due to all the weather. Right now, if they won 3 in a row, if they win these 3 games in a row, Tulane, Houston, Cincinnati, I will be back feeling good. Do you think that if they can pull this off, are they going to start looking at possibly an at-large bid? And could the American become a 2-bid conference?
They can pull that off and go. They have 8 games left. If they can go 8-0, they don't have to win the tournament. But I don't think they're going to go 8-0. I think they'll probably go 7-1.
So lose one of those games to Houston, maybe?
Yes.
Do you think it would be more important for them to do it like this little stretch right now? Do they need to get people's attention? They play the last game of the year here against Houston. It's a 11 a.m. tip. It's in March. But going to Houston right now, like, would it be better to go on the road and beat this team now and then drop Cincinnati? Plus, you get SMU down the road. Like, right now, do they need to be playing their best basketball? If they were to drop one, would you rather drop the one here at home at the very end of the year or the one on the road?
I'd rather them drop the one on the road because it doesn't matter because it's a quad one win, whether it's home or away. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You would want to, if you beat them in Houston, that would just pump your stock up even more because if they go in and win, just say they win the next 3 games, they will get out of that first 4 out. They will get, solid in the field.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. We're going to see what happens. I'm excited. We just got to get a bunch of wins. But I need to know right now because I've been saying this all year long. Start slow, scary finish. Start slow, scary finish. They didn't start slow against the Knights. They actually came out there, jumped all over their face. What was different through the first 5 minutes of that game?
They had a full roster. It's not rocket science. They had DeAndre Williams out there. They had a line change out there. They had plenty of work to go with. And Money Bates' name didn't even come up during the game because they played so well.
Yeah, they did. They really did play really, really good. Again, having Dre back was big. Played 17 minutes, had 6 points. Was not like overly effective. What I mean by that is like it's not like he was popping off the screen, but him just being back was good. Jalen Duren, I thought he was extremely solid the other night, grabbing boards left and right, blocking a couple shots, putting the ball back up and when he need to. But the person that I'm a little bit worried about, I like Earl Timberlake. I don't see what Penny saw when he said he's going to be the best two-way player that he's ever had. I feel like he's still pressing. He goes out there and he hustles. He does everything that you ask him to do. But right now, let's just be real. Why can't Earl Timberlake score?
I don't think he's ever been a just good scorer. And I think he's just out of his element a little bit right now. And I think his confidence is waning.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing he's been doing lately, he's been able to stay out of foul trouble. He has not been committing as many turnovers. He has not been making as many bonehead plays, but he hasn't been making the flashy plays to get everybody's attention. I think in the last 3 games, he's actually playing better because in the last 3 games, he had 0 charges where he just throw his head down and run like a bull in a china shop. He hadn't had that. And the last 3 games, Memphis has not been in foul trouble. They stay out of foul trouble, especially with this depth they got. They can wear people down like they can because they really hadn't put that press on people in the last 8 games like they have been doing or how they could do it.
10 players played at least 11 minutes.
Yes.
10 players played at least 11 minutes. Plus, you had Dandridge who had played 7. You had basically 11 guys really play. Yes, Jacobs got in and Glennon got in, but that was because it was a mop-up time. Are you worried about the rotation, or is this the way that the Tigers are going to have to go in there? You're going to have 5 starters, and you're going to bring everybody and their grandmother off the bench. If you need some shooting, instant offense, Tyler Harris, Landers Nolly played a lot. Josh Minot was awesome off the bench. Is this team going to be one of those teams that is extremely deep? They can throw 10 guys at you any night, or does he need to shorten up the bench?
I think that's a misconception with a lot of people. just because you play 13 people or 12 people that your team is bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you're playing 13, 15 people and everybody's doing well and you win by 20 and 30, what's the problem?
That's right. There is no problem. And there
But,
is no problem with that.
But I think a lot of people have gone into the hot take that, oh, you only need to play 7 or 8. Whatever gets you to win that game, whatever it takes to win that game, that's what you need to do to win that game. If it takes 5 people to win that game, you play 5 people for 40 minutes, or you play 13 people, over a course of 40 minutes. The object is to win the game. Whatever it takes to win that game, you got to do that. Because some nights, some guys are not going to be on. It's just a law of nature. You just got to go with what's going with you.
Landers got 22 minutes the other night, coming off that bench. Right now, is he happy with his role?
I think he's very happy. Remember, he tweeted out, there's a party at the crib, and then he came to the post-interview, party.
Mm-hmm.
He's not worried about going in there shooting 20 points. Him, Jalen Duren, Josh Minot, they got one goal every day to go 1-0. That's the only thing they care about. They don't care about getting 30, 40, 50 points, blocking 10 shots, making an ESPN Sports Center highlight. Only thing they're concerned about is winning and going 1-0. That's the only thing they're concerned about.
You know who gives me that feel too? Chandler Lawson. He's coming in there. He is playing basketball. He's doing all the dirty work. He's getting steals. He's getting rebounds. He's not necessarily just looking for his shot. He's out there doing all the glue stuff that you need. I'm surprised. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised. I feel like, God, dog, if we could have Chandler Lawson, all season healthy, it might have been a little bit better. But him just being on the court, it seems like it softens everything up for everyone else.
He's like a DeAndre Williams without the antics.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with DeAndre Williams' antics. You're not going to see Chandler Lawson getting a technical or talking a lot of noise, in front of the official. He's going to do it on the fly. Because this Memphis team talk a lot of trash on the court if you sit down there and listen to them, because that's what they do. They talk the talk and walk the walk. But he's not going to play out of control. He's not going to get you the technicals. He's not going to be in foul trouble unless the refs are just calling it really, really tight. And he's going to be in there to play. So he's almost similar to DeAndre without the antics.
I love it. I love it. And, again, Chandler Lawson given very big minutes. Josh Minot coming in there, playing above the rim, also doing all the things that you need. And I love Josh Minot. I mean, I think he's just he's an uber-talented young kid. Always seems like he's working hard. Doesn't ever seem to, get frustrated or whatever, just doing his thing. So love all that good stuff. But there's one player that I think is getting I don't think people are paying attention to really what he's doing. And I know everybody talks about Tyler Harris. They love Tyler Harris. Oh, my God, the walk-on, blah, 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 blah. Man, he's facilitating the basketball and getting other Tigers really good looks. When we constantly think about him as just an instant offense, a three-point shooter, he's been distributing the ball just as good as anybody as of late.
Yeah, because what he does is, because he knows he's short, so he goes in, he attacks the basket, then he kicks it out. He could easily take shots up, but he doesn't do that. He kicks it out because he wants to get to the open man, because that's what they do. They talk to get, you got an open look, you should be able to make it. So he's been making some really good crisp passes lately, and he's trying to develop his game because he wants to be known as more than just a shooter.
And he's going out there and showing people he's not just a shooter. He's running the offense extremely well. In fact, I honestly thought when he was out there, Alo's doing a good job doing his thing, but some of those passes that Harris had, I thought were a lot nicer than anybody out there that was even trying to facilitate anything. So Harris is looking good on all levels. And I have to ask this because I've mentioned to you how you had 10 players play at least 11 minutes. That's a lot of work, a lot of guys coming in there. They have come out and said Amani Bates is going to return. Do you expect Amani Bates to get double-figure minutes?
If he returns, he will get double-digit minutes. And another reason I think a lot of guys got a lot of double-digit minutes too is because you had 4 guys who come back who hadn't played in 2 to 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. So he didn't want to go out there and let guys go out there and overwork themselves and pull a hammy. So that's another reason why he had a lot of guys playing also too, because so many guys, had just been out for so long. And it's one thing to condition on the sideline, but it's another thing to go out there and do game shape. Game shape and physical shape are two different shapes. So, Penny even said it's going to take a couple to 3 games for some of those guys to get back into game shape.
Is Amani Bates going to be a big factor for this team going down the stretch, or is this going to be right now something where Penny is trying to massage to where Amani Bates returns next season, or is it just hey, we're just going to focus now with what we can do, what we got to do, because you can. I mean, you don't have to be an idiot. I mean, there's something going on in the Amani Bates camp, correct?
I don't know. I don't know if something's going on in the non-state camp, or he's actually hurt, because with his body size and the punishment he take, his back actually could be hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I don't expect him money to be here for 1 year anyway. I don't expect him to be here for next year. And if he comes back next year, it'd be great and fine. But I really expect him to go to the Ignite for next year.
I will say one thing. I mean, I do get it. They were talking about, when I was reading up about on his back injury, they said, some of the issues is that he grew an inch and a half over like a 6-month period. And that caused a little bit of issues. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Amani Bates. But this Tiger basketball team's getting the dubs back. They didn't start slow. They didn't finish scary. They absolutely dominated the Central Florida Knights. It was a good game all around by everybody. And I just think Tiger fans right now have got to be kind of excited about the opportunities in front of them. You get a chance to get a little revenge on Tulane. And that Houston game, if you've been watching Houston lately and you think about what the Tigers have, do they match up well against this Houston team?
Yes, because what Houston does is they do a lot of offensive rebounding. And if you get Houston out of their game and you get Houston to play up-tempo basketball like you want to do it, then you can control the tempo, because you have the rim protector up there with Jalen Duran, and you got DeAndre Williams with the energy. So they know what to expect. They just need to just go out there and execute. They go out there and execute. This, like I said, this could be one of the dangerous teams in America. I wish Memphis could schedule another game like with Michigan or somewhere on a neutral court, so they can both, get a chance to improve. But I think this team, as constructed, when healthy, can play and match with any team in the country.
Any team in the country. You heard it. That's Terry Davis. Follow him at TerryD515. Don't forget, read his work at the Tri-State Defender, and make sure you tune in every single Monday, because usually it's about 11:30, but we have a little winter updates game, so we're going to get into that. But before I get off the Tiger situation and go a little bit over to the Grizzlies, because it's been all about that Grizz Nast. They're pretty nasty. They destroyed the Magic. They're looking great. The NBA is just a little bit whack right now. But I did want to bring this up really fast from when Penny lost his, when Penny stepped up out of character, when he kind of lost it. I'm sure you remember the whole Jeff Calkins and him at him in the media room. But he's just been a lot different this year. I felt like he was putting a lot of pressure on the young guys because they were feeling the stress that he had. What do you think about his coaching style right now? And did that help them maybe kind of wake up and realize what they have to do?
Yes, I think it did wake him up, because I think when he went off on the media like that, it showed them that he had their back and he was taking the heat for them. And then, it ain't like they need it, because, as a coach, you're going to be hard on your guys. So I think they took that to heart, and they know what it is, especially the veterans. They know it's do or die time. They put themselves in this position, not by choice, but because of injury. So I think they understand the situation.
All right, they understand the situation. They know what they got to do. We're going to see what happens. This team is extremely deep. Monty Bates is going to return. I would love to see him return and have an extra 20 pounds on him and stuff, but I don't think that's quite possible. Hope his back stands up, holds out throughout the rest of the season. And I also hope that it just doesn't become an issue on this team right now that looks like they're trying to start clicking at the right time. But over in the Grizzlies situation, it's all about that Griznass. We've been, this team, I don't even know what you can say. They don't surprise me anymore. Ja has been bad as can be. Trey J is doing things I did not actually expect him to do. Steven Adams has come in and played a great, great role. It's completely weird. But the one person that I still just never saw this, and I thought he was very talented. Don't get me wrong, but my gosh, Desmond Bain is almost playing at an all-star level. You got Ja Morant,
Bane train.
the Bain train. How in the heck did this happen? And do you think that Ja Morant kind of is elevating everybody on this team's play?
You know what? I give the credit for the train to Brooks because Brooks took him under his wing last year. Yeah, Dylan took him under his wing last year, and he flourished on his wing because they played pretty much a similar role, and he got the pretty much same persona. Because don't come talking that smack to neither one of them because they gonna get up. Desmond is not a small dude, but he can jack it and he has handles because he can go court to court fast. And he's a killer when it comes to it, and he don't care. He has no conscience. So that guy, I expected this from him this year. The one that's shocking me more than anything is Steven Adams. He don't do a lot of points, but he pretty much controls that offense.
Yep. And he is just big, and he gets everything, and he gets out of the lane when he needs to. I think the biggest surprise for me this season, though, is as of late, D'Anthony Melton. Has anybody been paying attention to this man, the way he's stroking it from downtown, the way he's just grabbing boards? Melton is playing like a man possessed or a man who's trying to get on another team or a raise or something. Like, what's up with D'Anthony Melton?
When he came back from COVID, he was out for a little while. It took him 2 to 3 weeks to get back because if you watch D'Anthony in pregame warm-ups, he strokes it on a regular basis with the flybys and the net, and he just does an all-around game. He defends, he makes points, he can be a backup point guard. He does whatever needs to be done because this is the same guy who had trouble getting in the rotation last year. Mm-hmm. Now this year, he's a fixture in the rotation. It just shows you how much hard work, determination, and confidence helps your game on this level.
So right now, if you had to look at Taylor Jenkins, how much credit do you have to give Taylor Jenkins for just the way he's been able to, get these guys to play together? I mean, heck, we're getting Zaire Williams who's coming in there. I didn't expect to get anything out of him this year. He's playing great minutes. Desmond Bain, like I said, I still can't believe we're talking about a guy who could be a 50, 40, 90 guy. Ja, legitimate, realistically, legitimate MVP candidate. Legitimate. Most exciting person is there another basketball player that you would pay your hard-earned money to go watch just for the excitement? I can't think of somebody other than Ja Morant. Yes, there's some great ball players out there, but he is the most fun to watch. He talks all the ish. He loves all the limelight. He likes the swagger. Like, he's made for Memphis.
I'll answer both of those questions. I would give Taylor 60% of the credit and the other 40% going to Zach Kleiman because it's his philosophy that's tethering down to Taylor to do the things that need to be done because he got him the pieces that want to go there to have that mentality to be a family with no ego. It's an egoless locker room. And to the most exciting team in the NBA, the Grizzlies. That's why they got 4 games added to the NBA TV package because they are one of the most exciting teams in the NBA.
Do we see anything happen at the trade deadline?
Nope.
They're going to hold tight, aren't they?
Yeah, but only because the things that they would do or could do is trade Anderson or Tice because they're not going to be able to pay him next year. But that would really hurt their team if you get rid of those two.
I was going to say, Slow-Mo right now, talk about a glue guy. Mm-hmm. Slow-Mo is like the glue guy for this team.
Exactly. And they're not going to be able to pay everybody. Just like we didn't want to see JB leave last year or Grayson leave last year, but they had to leave to open up room for Morant and Triple J, and so they know what they're doing. But they're still young enough to do it. I don't know if they're going to make a move. If they make a move, it's going to be in the offseason because they got 3 potential draft picks next year in the first round.
Yeah, they definitely do have that. And one other thing I got to say goodbye. How come Brandon Clark had such an off season last year? He came in here his first year, and we were like, woo, this guy can play. Last year, it freaked us out. Well, he's back to having a great season.
2 things, because, Taylor Jenkins had the let it fly mentality. Last year, he tried to be more of a perimeter player versus a more interior player. This year, he went back to what he was doing in his rookie year. Now he's back to what he was his rookie year and getting better. He's playing defense. He's doing the putbacks. He's finishing at the rim. And he's doing what he did at his rookie year.
He sure is. And Terry Davis, he's doing his thing. Where you going to be this week, man? Where you going? What you going to watch up? What you going to go cover?
Oh, no, man. I'm leaning toward going to Houston to see that they're killing down there so they can beat Houston. They hadn't beaten Houston. And Memphis hadn't beat Houston in a while. It'd be nice to be on the court when they beat them.
Man, it would be. I'll be keeping you posted, or I'll be keeping posted of what you're doing. Make sure you check out his work at the Tri-State Defender, and please give him a follow on his Twitter account at TerryD515. And never forget, he joins me every Monday at 11:30. Terry, be blessed and enjoy this beautiful Monday. Do you have your power?
Of course. I'm lucky. I only went out for 3 hours, man, on Thursday, so I'm blessed. I'm good.
Man,
and don't bet too much money on the Super Bowl, man. Just sit back and enjoy the game.
I think I will. But I will say, if you have any insight tonight on any action, I can get some action. I'm kind of hurting. Again, I haven't had power. I've been downtown. Haven't been able to play a bunch of action. So if you get a little feel of any games, hit me up, okay, TD?
I will do that, my brother. You be good.
Be good. That's Terry Davis. He joins me every single Monday. And I have to also remind you, Terry's pretty awesome, right? You know who else is awesome? My buddy Bill. 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at iBuyHouses. Bing, bang, boom. I just sold your house. He's guaranteed to close in 5 days. It's any house. It's any area. It's as is. And it really is as simple as that. And if you're having somebody, like maybe you're a month behind, don't let them foreclose on you. Don't lose it all. Call 901-406-1101. Talk to Bill. He'll get you covered. He'll get you paid back up, and he'll get you the cash in a flash. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. We'll be back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
The all-new Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Brought to you by Action 24/7, James Gaddis Jewelers, and Acura of Memphis. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
It's all net. It's through the goalposts. It's a line drive over the center field fence. It's in the cup for a birdie. Your house has closed. All great things to hear, but you need real athletes to have success, or a realtor with fine-tuned business abilities to get you to the closing table with what you want when you want it. I'm Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors, and my clients have told me that I am that type of real estate athlete. My goal is to not only fully protect my clients, but to also have a winning transaction. I adapt to whatever the field conditions are. Rain, sleet, snow, bad inspections, low appraisals. Whatever happens, I'm on it. That's why people often say that when you want the job done, call Shell Done. Find out about my highly successful strategic marketing program with the Shellbucks option, and you will want me to be your point guard, your leadoff hitter, or your quarterback. I'm reachable at 682-1868 or memphisrelocate.com. At Shell Done Rosengarten, 682-1868 or memphisrelocate.com. Do it now.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. Roofing and siding, gutters too. We're the pros you can trust to get it done right. Call on us. 5-Ash Roofing, the name to know. 5-Ash Roofing, the only way to go. 5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. 5-Ash Roofing.
Is that not the corniest thing you've ever heard? Can you believe I paid good money for that silly jingle? Well, the experts say make it memorable, and I think I got my money's worth. 5-Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. 5-Ash Roofing, 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
5-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Hi, everyone. Greg Gaston for FanDuel. The NFL season all comes down to this. Super Bowl 56 with the Rams taking on the Bengals. To celebrate, FanDuel Sportsbook is hooking all customers up with a risk-free same-game parlay. New and existing customers can place any same-game parlay of 3 legs or more on the Super Bowl, and if you don't win, FanDuel will refund you. Already have an account? To qualify, just place your risk-free same-game parlay before the Super Bowl kicks off. New customers, Join today with promo code GASMAN to enjoy 56-1 odds on either team to win the Super Bowl. You can turn a $5 bet into $280 in cash. FanDuel is an official sports betting partner of the National Football League. Must be 21 or over and present in Tennessee. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund is $5. Unless otherwise specified, restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call Tennessee Redline at 1-800-889-9789.
It's a new year. That means it's time for a floor model sale at Family Leisure. You can help Family Leisure make room for all the new 2022 products that are coming in. All floor models are priced to move right now. If it's on the floor, it's on sale. But you better hurry to get these special savings because once these floor models are gone, folks, they're gone. We're talking theater seating, massage chairs, arcades, foosball and hockey tables, all on sale. Shuffleboard tables, pool tables, they're on sale too. Plus, there's so much more on sale. And you can get New Year's deals on spas and swimming pools as well. Family Leisure needs the room for new inventory. So what's here has got to go. You can help them. The floor model sale is happening now at Family Leisure, Witten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together. Happy New Year from our good friends at Family Leisure.
Right now is a great time to take advantage of Choate's winter specials by upgrading your furnace, switching to a Rinnai tankless water heater, or getting $50 off air duct cleaning. By now, you most likely have heard of the benefits of UV light technology for your HVAC system. Purchase any new Carrier furnace right now, and we will install one for you at no additional cost. For those who have not installed a tankless water heater yet, what are you waiting on? Stop wasting utilities heating water you do not use and getting frustrated taking cold showers or baths. Right now, when you purchase a Rinnai tankless water heater, Choates will install one premium toilet for free in your home. And Choates is offering $50 off its air duct cleaning services. Not only does this service get the years of dust out of your ducts, it also helps the indoor air quality you and your family breathe every day. All these specials qualify for 18 months, no interest financing with approved credit. So call 347-8086 to schedule your free estimate today. Turn to the experts with Choates and let our family serve your family.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour is brought to you by Memphis's only Top Golf Swing Suite at Erling Jensen Small Bites. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. I hope you had a good weekend, people. I hope you're getting power back. I hope your life is just going wonderful. By the way, a couple Memphians, former Memphis Tiger. Did you see, like I said, Calvin Austin, Dylan Parham, great work over at the Senior Bowl. Dylan put on a bunch of weight, 20 pounds heavier. They looked to put him as a guard and in center maybe. He'll play next level. The crazy thing is, did you know Dylan came here as a tight end?
Really?
Yeah.
What position
Then
did he
they moved
play?
him to defensive end.
That's what I thought.
And
defensive end, yeah.
And then he became an offensive lineman.
That's what I remember.
And now it looks like he's going to go to the National Football League. And then if you look at Calvin Austin, he couldn't even get a dead-gum scholarship coming out of high school. Now he is only 5'7". But have you ever heard what you can't teach? Do you know what you can't teach? Speed.
Speed.
And I ain't talking about
Agility.
Adderall or meth.
Yeah, right.
I'm talking about foot speed, baby. Calvin Austin's got it. A lot of people at the Senior Bowl, again, the defensive back said that he was the hardest person to cover during the Senior Bowl. His stock is moving up. You got Dylan Parhams who's moving up. A couple guys out there that we care about. But
do they play two-hand touch in the Senior Bowl too?
No, they don't. They do not. We'll talk a little Senior Bowl, but I wanted to get back into a little college basketball because I need to start gambling today. We have some good games that we're going to gamble on, but I did want to talk about the top 25. There's been a little bit of movement. Did you realize that Auburn is still the number one team, and they got 48 of 61 first-place votes to stay ahead of the Zags. Zags are at number 2. Auburn 22-1. Zags 19-2. Purdue is sitting there in the 3 spot, 20-3 on the country. Arizona 4, Kentucky 5.
Purdue's good too.
Houston's still at 6. Hey, those Dookie Blue Devils moved up a couple spots.
Beat the snot out of North Carolina.
Sure did. By the way, that North Carolina team is trash.
Yeah, they're just not very good. Well, that one guy transferred from where's the big white guy from? He came in. I don't watch enough college basketball. I'm sorry. Oklahoma, maybe. Yeah, that's what it is. Big white guy transferred from Oklahoma. He looked good, but you're right. They don't have enough.
They definitely don't have enough. But Kansas is the number 8 team in the country. You know who they play today?
Texas.
That's right. Where's Texas? 20th. Do you know who's favored?
Texas opened at -1.5. It's already moved to +1. I saw this morning.
Correct. Everybody and their grandmother's jumping on Kansas.
That's a tough. I mean,
do we need to jump on Texas?
Yeah, I'm on Texas already. When do fans learn that it's hard to win on the road in your league? I don't care that Kansas just won by 20. They have a ridiculous unfair advantage at home. It's not equal playing field. They're college kids. So I'm going to take Texas +1 at home every day of the week.
I am right there with you. I think I'm going to rock with the Longhorns. I got to give credit, though. Holy cow. The most boring team in the country to watch. The Texas Tech Red Raiders
Top
are
10.
number 9 in the country.
Yeah, how about that? Top 10.
They look like they couldn't score, but you know what? They play some really dead-gum good D, and I am just... What do you say? Hey, they say it's all about the D.
That's what they say.
By the way,
they're not in Big D. They're in Big L.
Yeah,
Lubbock.
but speaking about the D... We're going to talk about Joe Burrow's
cigars.
No, dude, Joe Burrow is swinging as well. Like he's doing very well. We're going to talk about Kanye West, Pete Davidson. We're going to talk about all these things, plus Caleb Williams sucking toes. We got a weird segment coming up on the other side with a little bit of Hardenwood. We really, really do. But first, I have to remind you, you know that it's a week from Valentine's Day. Did you know that?
Yes.
You did know that? How do you know?
I see calendars every once in a while.
No, I mean, are you thinking about Valentine's Day? Are you going to take your mom out for Valentine's Day?
No, I think I'm going to let my mom and dad do whatever they want to do.
Oh, that's so sweet. Well, who are you going to take out on Valentine's Day?
There's probably some good games on I'm going to watch that night.
Dude, I love this guy. But you know what? If you are more like me than Jay, guess what? Valentine's Day, I have you covered. $55 a person. Get your reservations. You got to call 901-587-9464. That's 901-587-9464. Or call 901-58-SWING and book your reservations for Valentine's Day. What am I talking about? If I'm saying 901-58-SWING, by now you should know about Erling Jensen's Small Bites and the fact that they have the only Memphis's Top Golf. They have luxury suites. It's in Erling Jensen's Small Bites. It's out of control awesome. But right now, I'm not talking to you just about what you can do, but like grab your friends, your co-hosts, go out there and have a great time. I'm talking Valentine's Day. And again, $55 a person, that's it. You get a 3-course meal. You get the opportunity to get the lamb lollipops or the shrimp provencal for your appetizers. You get to choose between 3 great entrees, the filet, the pan-seared chicken, or that grilled salmon. Dessert, chocolate lava cakes, mixed berry bread pudding, strawberry ice cream, and guess what? There's still more. For $30, you can spend money and get some love in your life. Add chocolate-covered strawberries and champagne for just $30. Erling Jensen's Small Bites. It's a little bit of a more laid-back atmosphere, but all the great food and beverage service of EJ's. That's Erling Jensen. And plus, it has Memphis's only Top Golf swing suites. Check them out where? 5069 Sanderland. They're right there at the Doubletree Hotel. Don't you dare touch that dial. We're coming back with some Hardenwood on the other side. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Moving Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no-obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Nestled in the heart of East Memphis, located corner of Park and Cherry, is a beautiful residential neighborhood. I'm here at Town Village Audubon Park interviewing a new resident, Carolyn. Share with us why you chose Town Village.
Well, if your parents or special friends need to make that big move, let me share with you my experience. It was tough for me to leave home, but then I discovered Town Village. I would like to highly recommend Town Village to you and your loved ones. After looking at all the amenities and meeting all the people and staff, I was hooked. From restaurant, bistro, 3 meals per day, housekeeping, transportation, security, health care, physical therapy, exercise room, and even a heated pool and spa. Come see us and make your new home at Town Village.
Visit us and call Daniel at Town Village Audubon Park at 901-374-7342. There's no place like home, Town Village.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM. Your Mid-South Sports Station.
I'm here with the great Pat Donahue from the Rendezvous Restaurant Shipping Department.
Thanks, Brett. We've been shipping our ribs all over the country now for decades from our USDA-inspected shipping kitchen in the Pinch District. We hand-cook our ribs in pits that Mr. Charlie built over charcoal, just like they do at the restaurant.
So what comes in a rib box?
We could do pork shoulder, we could do ribs, our sauce, seasoning, baked beans, coleslaw. We'll even throw in Pancho's cheese dip with our nacho boxes. We also put a bag of Rendezvous seasoned popcorn, heating instructions, some chef hats, some wet naps, and some other helpful tips from our kitchen. We ship our ribs overnight, exclusively FedEx. And we put them in nice packaging. We don't ever want to use styrofoam, so we use corrugated cardboard, actually 2 boxes that fit nice together. So the ribs get to you, your loved ones, or your clients in a safe, wholesome manner. Rendezvous ribs are perfect for out-of-town clients, customers, loved ones. We also ship ribs for any occasion.
Where do we order these great ribs?
You can go to www.hogsfly.com or give us a call at 1-888-464-7359.
Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous Restaurant in the alley since 1948.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Welcome back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour of Sports 56 Happy Hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. We're going to do some bets here in a little bit. Jay Morgan, we're going to rock, we're going to fire, and you know what we're going to do today?
What?
Win, and win. Because all we do is what?
Win.
That's right, Jay.
I knew the words.
Oh, I'm so fired up. I have not been able to gamble this weekend. One, because I was out of power. Two, when I was staying downtown, they said that I was in Arkansas, which I wasn't, just because I was in the dead-gum condo on the river of Mississippi. It could not location find me. I would have won most of the bets, and so I'm even more agitated, like when you see a bet that you try to get in, and of course it won. But you know what? I'm mostly, I'm not upset with anything. I'm just very worn out.
I bet.
How many guys in this world do you know spend a weekend with their girlfriend, their ex-wife, their second baby mama, all the children, and you have to do cheerleading competitions Saturday and Sunday?
I know just one, John.
And that would be me. It would be me. There were kids running around everywhere. Yes, I created some of them.
How was the cheerleading competition, though?
Oh, it was wonderful. I got to give a big credit to Inferno, my daughter's team. They got first, of course. They don't ever lose.
In Memphis Elite, a team, too, or is that the same thing?
There's Elite. There's Pride. There's a whole bunch of them. And I probably know just as much about cheerleading as I know about other things.
We should talk. This should be a segment once a week. We dive into the cheerleading scene around the city. I mean, it's a big Memphis is a big cheerleading city, isn't it?
Dude, the Cook Convention Center was booked to the rim, brother.
Really?
Yeah, and they were making tons of money.
Wow.
In fact, I think they're doing. In fact, the Cook Convention Center took care of us and the cheerleaders and all the wonderful people here in Memphis better than the Beijing people over in the Olympics. I'm going to talk to you about what they're feeding these athletes, how bad the situation is in just a minute. Before I get to Hardwood, though, I have to remind you, the whole second hour is brought to you by some wonderful people. That's right, Tito's Handmade Vodka. If life hands you lemons, just make a lemon drop. But just please make sure that you're smart. Make sure it's with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Tito's Vodka is America's original vodka. Like in 1995, Tito Beverage built his very own distillery. He put his life savings into it. Since then, he's just won unanimous judge's choice for double gold medal at the World Spirits Competition. He's the chairman's trophy holder for the world's best vodka tonic and so many other awards. I just don't have time to get to them. Tito's Handmade Vodka is still made on the same land where it all started down in Austin, Texas. So it's stilled right here in the United States. And we say still. You're thinking to yourself, maybe you watch Moonshiners, or maybe you think of whiskey. No, vodka is usually not stilled. But he uses this process. He uses 100% corn, which makes it naturally gluten-free. And again, he stills it. And that gives it a very unique flavor. Slightly sweet, has a black pepper note. It balances every single thing out. Doesn't matter if you're crafting a cocktail or if you're drinking it neat. Get your Tito's on today. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
So many places to start, but first I'm going to start with this. One, because I'm hungry, and this will help me not be hungry. Did you see about the Olympic athletes who are now? Some of them are getting in a little bit of trouble. You know, did you know Mike Tirico got sent home?
For what?
For criticizing
the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Money-making venture, it seems like it is.
Yeah, don't you? If you're over there, don't say anything bad.
You're not allowed to.
Because guess what? They're going to throw you out. I'm wondering if they're going to throw these people out. So, Russian biathlete. And I think that means, like, she does more than one. Is it a biathlete? Wait. This is now confusing. Non-binary. And this just means she does more than one event, right? What is a biathlete?
I think they compete in more than one event. That's right.
Biathlete.
That's
Are you
right.
sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't see you looking it up.
I'm confident in my answer, I think.
Biathlete is what?
Someone who
Definition of a biathlete. An athlete who competes in a biathlon.
Biathlon.
Yeah, sorry.
Which is where they do cross-country skiing, then you have to shoot the rifle.
Yep, you ski, you shoot.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
And it's the one where their heels on the skis come up while they do the cross-country skiing. Then you stop, you shoot your targets.
You shoot 4 times.
Yeah, you got to shoot. And it's different shapes. It's like a square. It's like the PlayStation icons. The square, the circle, the triangle, and the X.
Ooh.
I actually don't know if that's true.
So
or
I
not,
just
but I'm
found
pretty
out
sure
what
it
a biathlete was. I thought it was totally different.
You thought it was something relating to someone's gender.
Yeah, I just thought that she was down with, like, anything. Like, whatever's down, I'm
I guess
down.
a biathlete could be something else, too.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Well, it
It's
could
just-
be.
But it could be.
Yeah.
Yes, it could be. But anyway, do you know what she came out and said?
What'd she say?
She said her stomach hurts. She said, I don't like to complain, but I'm pale. I have huge black circles around my eyes. All I want to do is end this. I cry every day. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. My bones are already sticking out because I can't eat anything. She said breakfast, you can't even look at. She said lunch is so deadgum disgusting. That is until you see what you got for dinner. And she took a picture of her meals. She put them out there. They're right now, let me tell you something. There are so many prisons that are serving like shank, and you've never had some shank? Some ham shank?
No.
Good thing you hadn't been to prison.
That's right.
It's a very horrible meal. But there are a lot of prisons out there, and I know if you're at 201, like nobody wants a piece of bologna, 2 wet pieces of bread, and who eats bologna with mayonnaise? Or one day you might get ketchup. These things happen, I've heard. The food in prisons is not that bad. The food in our prison system right now is 5-star compared to what they're serving the athletes over there. So, you and me looked at this food during the break.
You showed it to me, yes.
The noodles.
Oh, those penne
are
pasta.
Disgusting. They look like they are undercooked and they're crunchy. The meat sauce, you can put maybe one noodle and dip it in there, but you don't know what the meat is. That's also scary. And they call this a piece of meat. Does that not look like a bird that they caught, cut off its head, ripped off its wings, and then just put it in a tray? It looks like a little bird. There's no meat on this. And then this, they say this is bread. Doesn't it look like an uncooked chicken?
It does look like a chicken.
It's disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. And these are our athletes? You're telling me China can't do better in feeding at least its athletes? Don't they want good pub? Don't they know that people, if you want to be happy, you have to have a happy belly?
That's right.
No happy belly, no happy life.
Happy plate, happy belly.
That
You know what a happy plate is, John?
A happy plate?
Uh-huh. One that's clean.
Oh.
What means you ate all your food.
Oh, really?
Has a happy plate.
I was going happy meal, and I was trying
Oh,
to
I
think.
love a good happy meal, though.
Ugh. Do you know that I used to have a friend who would buy her dogs Happy Meals, and I never understood, like, why do you get the Happy Meal? It's got a toy in it.
But the dogs love toys. You know dogs love toys.
Yeah, they do love
But those are small toys that they could show. You know, at Starbucks, you get them a puppuccino. You know what the puppuccino is?
I don't know. Is it a...
It's just a cup full of whipped cream that they give dogs. Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
I know. Every dog, when you go, they get a puppuccino.
Puppuccinos.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some weird stuff?
Sure.
All right. So this is going to be a very heightened sexually charged segment. Okay?
I'm so excited for it.
Because I got just some really weird information.
Okay.
All right. So, do you know that... do you know what the Real Housewives of Miami is?
Yes, I do. I know the Real Housewives. I've never seen the ones in Miami, but I do know about the Real Housewives.
Do you know that Larsa Pippen is on that show?
I actually did know that, yes. Wow, I can't believe I knew that. That's very embarrassing that I knew that.
You know who Larsa Pippen is, right?
Yeah, ex-wife of Scottie Pippen, mother of Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yes, and notable cougar. Like, you remember she dates a lot of the young guys.
Yes, good-looking lady.
You know, dates a lot of young NBA athletes, young people. But do you know what she actually came out and said on the Real Lives of the Real
Housewives?
Or the Real House? What is it? The
Real Housewives of Miami.
Thank you. The Real House. Is it RHOM?
Sure.
Real Housewives of
Probably
Miami.
just RHM. They probably wouldn't do the O. Because then it would be TRHOM. I think just RHM. Just get rid of the
Real
get rid of the of.
Housewives Miami.
Yeah, there you go. RHM.
Anyway, Larson came up there, and she was saying, because they were talking about Kanye West and the whole Kim Kardashian situation.
Oh, on the show.
Yes.
Wow, little spilling tea.
They were talking about how, hey, Kim K, the human tripod that is Pete Davidson. But do you know what Larsa came out and said?
What?
She said, I don't think it's, it ain't like Kanye is lacking, she said. And then one of them asked them why. And then she started laughing, and she's like, dude, I've seen it. I've been with it. Trust me, it ain't lacking. So, Kim K, she's had Pete Davidson and Kanye West.
I think the Pete Davidson thing is more, it's just surprising that someone like him is well endowed.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean?
I get it. I guess that's surprising for some reason.
Is it surprising to you? It was surprising to me.
No.
Oh, you had a feeling because he dated Ariana Grande and all these other women.
Well, yeah, and all these other women. But this is the weird part. So this is where it also links into Kanye West. So now Kanye West actually is getting a little love from the Real Housewives
of Miami.
Housewives of Miami. I'm struggling with that one today, I can tell you. But this leads me into, did you hear what now Kanye West is going on? So the rumors, you would think that he would kind of be quiet for a couple days and be like, yeah, let everybody go out there and talk about what Larsa Pippen told about me, because you know what? It's flattering.
No, he said something on Instagram this weekend.
That
he was
Kim
mad.
K, he's mad. He's crazy. And do you know what he's accused Kim K of doing?
I can't remember what it said, but so tell me.
Hiring a hitman. A hitman.
Oh, that's right, hiring a hitman.
Dude, come on now. One, let's just be real. Kim K and a hitman?
I don't like assuming that Kanye's the crazy one in this scenario.
Are you joking?
I swear, I don't like assuming that, because Kim Kardashian, first of all, her mother is in my estimation, does the same work that I don't know if I can say this, but does the same work a pimp would do.
No, you can say a pimp.
Okay.
She's kind of like a pimp.
That's what her mom is.
Something like a pimp.
And it seems like that there's a lot of dysfunction, and especially with the men that Kim Kardashian has dated, or any of the Kardashians, there's a lot of dysfunction when those relationships end. Now, Kanye does not need any help being crazy, but it seems like it's just amplified because it's Kanye and this situation. So I think, Kim is probably partially to blame a lot for this too.
Well,
that's a little bit too nuanced.
I don't know. It may be a little too nuanced, whatever. But Kim yesterday, Kim accused me of putting a hit out on her. So Kim says that he put a hit on Kim.
Correct.
Then he comes out and says that all he wanted to do was go to Chicago's birthday party, and she wouldn't answer the phone or tell me where the address was. That if it wasn't for Travis Scott sending the location, he would have missed the party. Goes on to sit there and also complain about how she's exploiting his children by putting them on the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that Kanye is just not handling this well.
No, he's not. But maybe Kim isn't either, though, but in like a different way.
No, she's handling it, seems pretty well.
But no, I mean, like in terms of...
She went out to dinner with Jeff Bezos and Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
she went out with Hillary Clinton.
But handling it well in terms
else.
of this birthday party for his child, right? No, it was for Travis Scott's
I hate to say
child.
this. Hold up, time out. No.
I've never been married,
It was for
though.
Kim K's. Dude, Kanye, throw your own damn birthday party.
So they should have two parties.
No, again, and Jenny, if you're out there listening, or Carrie or whatever, we do parties together. But there are certain times when, Jenny will throw a birthday party and I'll be busy. So then I'll throw my own little birthday party.
Right.
You don't have to, and by the way, when it's fresh and
But
you
you're not
just
Kanye
got
West,
divorced, you don't just like, we just got divorced, I'm going to show up here uninvited. Again, you can have multiple birthdays.
So you think he should have had multiple birthdays and just left that,
I think
leave
he
well enough
should
alone?
have. I think he should have. Kanye West, again, Kim Kardashian accused him of putting a hit out on her. He also get invited to the party. Oh, now also Kim K says that he's on drugs. Yeah? Like, can you tell me a famous rapper who's not been on drugs?
No. Oh, Tyler, the Creator.
Who's that?
He's a rapper. He's big. I don't know how else
How do you know he's
describe
never
it.
done drugs?
He doesn't do drugs.
How do you know?
He says it.
He just says in his raps.
He says it's not for, well, not in his raps. He says it in interviews. He says he doesn't care for it. He says it's different strokes for different folks. It just doesn't do anything for him. He doesn't care for it.
Speaking of different strokes for different folks, Alvin Kamara beat the brakes off of some dude.
Is battery worse than assault or not as bad as assault?
I should know this from a Law and Order, but I think battery's worse.
Oh, battery's worse. I thought battery wasn't as bad. Assault sounds worse, though, doesn't it?
Assault worse. worse? Now I'm Googling.
I'll Google too.
Okay, so what's worse, assault or battery? The main difference between a battery charge and an assault charge is the actual presence of harm and the threat of harm. Someone can only be charged with battery if they've caused real physical harm to someone.
I see.
While a person can be charged with assault if the mere threat of harm is present. Damn! I should have been a lawyer.
Wow.
So
it's because he beat the guy up pretty bad that it was battery.
It's sounding really bad. So Alvin Kamara played at Tennessee, now plays in New Orleans.
And at Alabama. Oh, they didn't play at Alabama.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But he went there.
Yes. Anyway, point is, Las Vegas PD, they said they were dispatched to a local hospital on February 5th because a person who was got battered at a local nightclub was absolutely, he was beat up really bad. Well, the cops determined through their investigation that the guy who doled out the beating happened to be 5-time Pro Bowler Alvin Kamara. Well, he actually played in the game on Sunday. He had 4 pass catches, 6 targets. He had 23 yards. And then also the jail records indicate that technically he was still behind bars. Interesting. He got arrested before, snuck off to play a little game, and then kind of had to go back to the jail. Now he's out, of course. He's fighting the allegations, but this is pretty bad. Like, he could actually do the maximum 5 years in prison, but they're not going to give him the maximum. But they were saying that if Kamara is convicted, they could see him doing anywhere from 6 months to 1129. Do you know what 1129 is?
No.
It's just short of a year in jail.
Do you think that, I get it, 1129, that makes sense. Do you think that it would make a difference how instigated he was?
If he was the instigator?
Or if the other guy was the instigator and revved him up, and then Alvin was just like, I'm going to kick your butt. And he was like, no, you won't. And he's like, yes, I am. He's like, no, you won't. He goes, I promise I'm going to do it. Don't say another word. He goes, no, you won't. And then he did it. Do you think that it would be the same kind of charges? Because he was so hurt. But it's not his fault that he's bigger, stronger than this guy who started a fight with him. If he did, in fact, start a fight with Alvin Kamara. You know what I mean? You got to finish what you start. And if you want to go in there and fight Alvin Kamara, you don't get beat your butt in. You know what? I'm going to side with Alvin Kamara without any facts in the situation whatsoever.
I'm with you.
I don't know why. I just feel like it.
Now, are you surprised that I have not been fired over all the years I've been on the radio and the crazy things that I say?
No, I think you do great work, John. I would be shocked if you were ever like that.
Thank you. And I'm going to sit here and pray. And I hope y'all send prayers my way, too, that I don't ever say anything that's going to get me over the edge. Because I do teeter on that. I walk that line. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Johnny Cash. I walk the line. But have you heard about the ex-PGA Tour pro, Mark Lyle? He got fired from his golf radio gig. And do you know why he got fired?
What'd he do?
Because he's a deadgum sexist. Here's what he said. He said, you know, the LPGA Tour to me is completely different. It's a different tour than it was 10 years ago. You couldn't pay me to watch. You really couldn't, because I just couldn't relate at all.
Oh, because you're a man. You could pay me to watch the WNBA. I'd take money to watch it.
He goes on to say, it's kind of like, if you're a basketball player, and I'm not trashing anybody. I know that. I don't mean to be offensive. That sounds like me. I'm not trashing anybody. Please don't take this the wrong way. He did say that.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but I saw some highlights of ladies playing basketball. Man, is there a gun in the house? I'd rather shoot myself than watch this ish.
Seems leveled and not an overreaction whatsoever.
Well, guess what?
He was fired.
He was fired. He came out today and said, I was terminated about comments made about the WNBA and the LPGA Tour.
Even though he said no, no offense intended.
That's what I was going to say. I thought if you said,
exactly,
no, I don't mean this to be offensive, and then you were offensive,
you're covered.
That we kind of gave it a little bit of a pass.
It's like our reckless speculation game. As long as we say we're recklessly speculating, we can speculate on anything. I think that covers us.
I think you're 100% correct. I will say one thing. Where is Jack McCoy when he's needed?
I'm telling you what. I think he's another. First of all, he's a fictional character. Second of all, I think the actor's moved on to other projects.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You really think so?
Well, it's been a while since that show's been on the air. Although I do hear they're revamping it. They're doing it again, where it's the classic 30 minutes law, 30 minutes order. How about that?
Now, Joe Burrow is living a very charmed life, is he not?
He is.
He really is.
Sam Waterston, by the way.
I mean, it's just, he has a bunch of nicknames, right?
Joe Cool.
Joe Shiesty, Joe Franchise, Joe Cool, Smoking Joe, a.k.a. the Tiger King. They got all kinds of things. Now, one of Joe Burrow's ex-girlfriend came out this week and said, guess what? She understands why he's so successful in the field.
Because he's
good at everything he does, is what she said.
I see.
He said he's good at everything and he's completely confident in everything he does. She also then said that Joe Burrow, Pete Davidson ain't got jack on Joe Burrow.
But she doesn't know what Pete Davidson looks like.
Kanye West ain't got jack on Joe Burrow.
King Kong.
She said Joe Burrow is the best in the history of the world, she said. She said
that's a quote.
This is a quote from her. She said there is no man better on the football field or in the bedroom than Joe Burrow.
High praise.
Wow. Talk about some high praise. Now, if you want to look good like Joe Burrow, I can tell you a secret. You like his style, right?
Love it.
He's got style. He's got super style. Do you know where you get style? 5880 Goodman Road, down in Olive Branch. Yes, I'm talking about Frontier Western Store. They have all the jeans that you need from Ariat to Wrangler. Ladies, they also have you covered with Carhartt and Girly Girl and Miss Me. Man, guess what? Kids, you covered as well, and you know this. Please say you know this. How many times do I have to tell you? The largest boot showroom on planet Earth is right down there at Olive Branch. You can go online to frontierwesternstore.com. You can shop 24/7, 365. Their orders of $75 or more are shipped absolutely free. And plus, they ship their order out within 24 hours. It's very easy to navigate. They have a section where you can just go to their sale items. You can shop by brands. You can shop by jeans or boots. Or you can shop by men's, women's, kids. You can shop it all. And you can also just head on down there if you like to touch things, feel them before you buy them. They're open 9 to 7 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 6 on Sunday. Check them out at 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch or go online to frontierwesternstore.com. We'll be back to get some gambling. Are you ready to win some money? Yeah, me too. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes from Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. If you need a new roof for your home or business, we hope to hear from you and will work hard to earn your business. We are experts and certified in residential and commercial roofing, siding, and gutter installation. I have been serving the Memphis area for over 20 years, and now with 2 of my sons working with me, we plan to be here for years to come. So if you need a roof, please give us a call. On a personal note, what a great time it is to be a Memphis sports fan. With the Grizzlies and the Redbirds and 901 FC, not to mention Tigers football and basketball, it's going to be a fun year. Thanks to Coach Silverfield and Coach Hardaway and their staffs for their dedication to the student and athletes, the University of Memphis, the City of Memphis, and us fans. Five Ash Roof Services, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
The NFL season all comes down to this: Super Bowl 56 with the Rams taking on the Bengals. To celebrate, FanDuel Sportsbook is hooking up all customers with a risk-free same-game parlay. New and existing customers can place any same-game parlay of 3 legs or more on the Super Bowl, and if you don't win, FanDuel will refund you. Already have an account? Just place your risk-free same-game parlay before the Super Bowl to qualify. New customers join today with promo code CASH to enjoy 56-1 odds on either team to win the Super Bowl. You can turn a $5 bet into $280 cash. FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, must be 21 and older or present in Tennessee. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund $5 unless otherwise specified. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call the Tennessee Red Line at 1-800-889-9789.
Acura of Memphis invites you to experience the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Acura MDX. It's the most advanced SUV Acura has ever built. Experience the convenience of full connectivity, including built-in Alexa, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless charging. From the stunning interior, complete with third-row seating. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility and take advantage of our aggressive APR offers today at Ridgeway and 385. Or shop online from the convenience of home now. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Action247.com is your Tennessee sportsbook for same-day pay. Action247.com. Local, legal. A sportsbook by Tennesseans, for Tennesseans. Win a little or win a lot. Action247 has same-day pay. The other guys make you wait for your winnings. No more waiting with Action247 same-day pay. Visit us online at Action247.com. Local, legal. Action247. You got action.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-889-9789.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour of Sports 56 Happy Hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy Johnny Radio. Jay Morgan Harder is in the house,
That's
man.
me.
He's hanging out with us. He's going to be with us all day, all the time, every day. And he's also with Wolo and Friends. Now, you can follow him on Twitter at Jay Morgan Harder.
I'm one of the friends.
And send all your love and vitriol and all the good stuff that you think about Jay or this show. Send it to him. You can follow me at Johnny_radio. I just like nice comments, to be honest with you.
You know, I'll take good and bad, but
You'll take good and
but
bad?
I'll ignore the bad.
Okay, but we will say this. You will either make people very happy or very mad because we're about to do some basketball picks. We got NBA action out there.
Yeah, I only got one NBA pick.
I know that. I got the NBA covered. You got some
Oh, you've got the NBA covered today.
I got the NBA I'm all up in the NBA.
Okay.
Now, I need to know this very, 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 very crucial. How's Greg doing? Is he still trending in the wrong direction?
Yes and no. I actually have splits, and we're just going to read the positive one. So the only positive split he has in the month of February is against the spread with teams on the road. He's 19-14, up 4 units. The rest I don't want to read. It's not very good right now.
Okay.
But but like I said, January's up. This is the worst stretch I've ever seen from Greg. And you know it's a bad stretch from Greg because he's responding to people on Twitter that are talking bad about him. But I think he picks it up. I don't know if it'll be this week, but I got a feeling he won't go 2 weeks in a row where he has a bad stretch.
Do you think today he gets back?
Yeah, I actually like a lot of his plays today, to be honest. Like personally, if I was just going through looking at him, there would be some I would take as well. So yeah, I think he has a good day today.
All right, I need to know this right now. This is the crucial one. And again, I'm not just sitting there going to tell you, play the games like we do, like High Point, Stony Brook, and
which I prefer.
And remember, we do Ithaca College.
Did we do Ithaca?
I'm just kidding. You know, Ithaca's not real.
It's not? I'm pretty sure there's an Ithaca College in New York. It's probably not Division I, though.
Haven't you seen that show where that dude went to Ithaca?
No.
Never mind. Never mind.
No,
Never
I
mind.
don't.
You're just too young.
Oh, that's a good excuse.
And you just don't know things. By the way, put it this way.
I've seen every episode of Frasier.
Speaking of a TV show, do you know what came out today in 1974?
No.
Blazing Saddles.
I love that. One of my favorite movies ever.
Could you imagine, though, if Blazing Saddles came out in 2022?
Yeah, I mean, Richard Pryor wrote it.
Mel Brooks, Richard Pryor, these guys now.
So you get away with a lot more stuff.
Back then.
Well, but with those two comedic minds, you kind of have, you can make fun of Jewish people, you can make fun of African-American people, you can make fun of everybody when those two guys get involved in writing a movie.
Okay.
But no, I don't think it could be made today.
And Mel Brooks, Gene Wilder.
Oh, Gene Wilder.
Richard Pryor. And by the way, it was written by Brooks, Pryor, and some dude named Norman Steinberg.
Sounds like a Jewish name.
Probably is.
Probably
Could
so.
be, but I don't want to have reckless speculation.
That's right. That's excuse
So,
me. That's how people
excuse
get
you.
fired. You're right.
That is how people get in trouble. But a couple other things I want to get to. We're about to get into some of our picks. But I saw this story. Do you know there's a dude in Memphis
Yes.
There is a dude in Memphis. He's a native of Knoxville, but his name is Barry Linson. Do you know what his goal is?
No.
His goal, he just completed his first goal last year. He did 1 million push-ups.
Wow.
He did 2,000 push-ups every single day. Well,
Wow.
he's upping the ante.
Wow.
He says he's going to do 1.5 million push-ups this year.
And he's in Memphis.
Well, he's back and forth between Knoxville and Memphis. Yes, he works out. He's doing this for the American Heart Association, trying to raise a little bit of money and awareness, help out with donation. But the dude says the most push-ups he's ever done in just one complete set. So he has to start and stop to get to his 2,000 a day. Now he wants to do like 5,000 a day or something something crazy.
Of course.
I don't know. I'm not the mathematician. I'm not going to sit here and actually divide it. But he says that he's gotten down on the ground and done 1,000 push-ups consecutively.
What's your push-up goal for this year? Let's make it now. So how many a day? So there's 365 days. If you did 500, you think you'd do 500 a day?
No, dude. I'm going to listen.
200 a day.
I work too much.
250
I have
a day.
too many children.
250 push-ups, John.
I'll
That's
do
easy.
100 a day.
A session of 100, if you do like 10, 20 at a time, that's like 3 minutes.
Again, that's 3 minutes that I really don't
So
have, but I'll do it.
So your free throw goal, your push-up goal for this year would be 3,650 push-ups, minus how many days we've had. So that's, I don't know how many days we've had.
I'll catch up with it.
31.
Dude, it's February. We're going to go from, we'll just do a year. We'll go from February. Today's the 7th, right?
So we need 3,650 push-ups by the end of the year. What we'll do tonight is I'll produce sound for your push-up update. We'll do that every day from the foreseeable future.
And if I ever miss a day, you know what happens?
What's that?
You have to buy me a bunch of Tito's.
Why would I have to buy you something for days you don't do push-ups?
Because you care.
You know what? I agree. Yes, I'm on it. Yes.
So make sure you do that. But yeah, I thought that was a pretty wild story. And I
That
thought
is a
was
crazy
weird.
story, seriously.
Congratulations, Barry. Keep making that money. I've already told you, looks like Imani Bates, he's going to return to Memphis basketball.
Wow.
Penny Hardaway said he's coming back. Is he going to play? I'm not sure. But, man, Memphis looked really good dropping Central Florida 88-60 this weekend. Everybody and their grandmother played. Again, 11 ball players played 7 minutes or more. 10 of them played at least 11 minutes or more.
How do you feel about Imani playing, John? Are you excited to have him back?
I would love to.
Do you want him to come back next
year? I would love to
year?
have him back. I would love to have him lift weights and keep working. The kid is just turned 18 years old. He's uber talented.
Yeah,
he's still growing.
but
He's still developing. I don't think he's going to be a huge impact on this year's team. But if he came back next year, after working an entire year in college when he actually should be a senior in high school, I think he could. The sky is the limit for him next year.
And there's no disputing what you just said in terms of his potential as a basketball player. But he's already cursed out the coach as he comes off the bench. He's a flight risk. He left the he left the state because he was suspended for one game. And his dad is way too involved in him as a player and the team the team as a whole. I say screw him. I mean, not to say he won't be a good player, not to say what you said about his potential isn't true, but he doesn't want to be here. So go away. Screw him. Go away. Screw him.
See, here's, did you know, there's a lot of times in my life where I did not like something and I did not want to do it. And then, it turned out to be hard work. But you know what? I put in that hard work and that thing turned into a love.
But that would be but he has to have some kind of repercussions for his actions, and maybe he could get to what you're saying about that type of realization if he was forced to leave the school.
Life is not easy.
Exactly, but it's not easy when you let someone go either. And he'll be fine. He's going to go play. European teams and G League Ignite would line up to sign this guy next year for more money too. So it's not like it would be like huge repercussions, but it's just a small lesson to learn. You can't behave that way, and if you do, you got to pay the consequences, especially as a professional.
And just by the way, aren't the things that you appreciate most in life the things that you have to work hard for?
Exactly.
Just tell him to get in here. No, he hasn't lived up to expectation, but you work hard. You hit your pinnacle. You make it, and you know what? He'll be Tiger Blue forever, and he'll love it.
That's true.
And it'll just be a great thing.
Even if he leaves and ends up being good, we can still claim him forever.
Yeah, we can. But again, Amani Bates will be returning. But, man, it was nice to have Dre Williams back. He played 17 minutes, grabbed a couple rebounds, a couple steals, had an assist here or there, got 6 points. Jalen Duren looked very effective, 14 points. He had 2 blocks. He had a steal, 2 assists, 10 boards. He was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Earl Timberlake, he goes out there and gives you maximum effort. It just looks like he's pressing a little too hard. Lester, he's up and down like you wouldn't believe.
Like a roller coaster.
He's up and down like a roller coaster. Alo's doing his thing. Harris is coming off the bench, instant offense, but a lot of people don't realize he's right now one of the better facilitators on this team. Landers Nolly's getting back in the groove. Jaden Hardaway was back, and then Josh Minot.
Didn't play a ton of minutes, though.
Only played 14 minutes.
But
they didn't need him.
Coach Penny said, Penny Hardaway said, I don't know if he likes to be called coach or not. You know, we should ask him that next time he's on Dave's show. Anyway, Penny said he subbed himself out once because he cut his hand. You got to get the blood off. And then another time he had to be subbed out for something else too. So he said there was extenuating circumstances there. Take that for what it's worth.
Chandler Lawson's becoming the glue for this Tigers team.
He played like 10 minutes or something, right?
17 minutes, I believe.
Oh,
Chandler.
wow, way more than
10
10 minutes.
maybe. No, when he's out there, he is setting screens, grabbing boards, doing everything that you need him to do. So right now, hey, the Tigers, they got a nice little stretch. I am a little bit worried. They have the game against Tulane. I am not fearful at all. They're going to pay them back for that stupid loss. That
7 wins, Tulane in the league, right? 7 wins.
Yeah, but come on, man. Let's just be real. Memphis is going to drop them.
Like a bad habit.
It's a 7:00 tip. That thing is on Wednesday. If you did not know,
that's here at the Forum. The friendly confines, as you like to call it.
Confines. Then they have to go on the road to play Houston. They
Seems
play
like
them
a
on
tough
the 12th.
game to me because Houston just beat the tar out of Cincinnati in Cincinnati.
Yes, they did. And then guess what? After they play Houston, Memphis has to go on the road and play again Cincinnati. So big stretch coming up here for the Tigers. They're 12-8. They're 5th in the American right now. They are the, what do you call it? The next four out.
Next 4 out, yeah.
Yeah, like instead of the
According
first
to
four.
Joe Lunardi, I don't think Mike DeCourcy nor Jerry Palm had them at all.
Ah, interesting. Well, we're going to see what's going on. We talk Tigers. We got Grizzlies action going on. What can you say about the Grizzlies? They beat up on Orlando so bad.
That's so true.
It wasn't funny. They play tomorrow against the Clippers. That Clippers team last night, dude, the worst under I think I've ever taken. Did you watch any NBA last night?
Yeah, they allowed 140 points. I mean, come on.
Yes.
I literally every player, not every player, but it seemed like all but one player in the starting lineup for the Bucks had 20 points.
Oh my gosh, the Bucks beat the brakes off the Clippers. The final was 137 to 113.
Oh, I thought it was 140. So it's still close
enough,
though, yeah.
buddy. Yeah, close enough. So I have a feeling that this Grizzlies offense is going to be able to get going, if you know what I'm saying.
Like the Magic game, honestly, I couldn't believe how high scoring that one was either.
Yeah, when you can't stop Jaren, you just can't stop these Grizzlies, man. But the one thing that can stop you is a bad pick. I'm ready for Greg's picks, but I want to start off with Kansas and Texas. It's an 8 o'clock game. It's on ESPN. I will be watching the game.
Texas, like we said, opened at -1.5.
And now Kansas is a 1.5 point favorite.
So, I mean, take that. I'm laying Texas at home. Give me a break.
You're taking Texas at home
I'm
plus
taking
the
money
1.5?
line, too. Yeah, money line, too.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, I think I'm going to rock with you. Now, what are Greg's picks, sir?
So Greg's picks today, there's a really good one. People familiar with the Tigers know Tony Matlock and his son TJ Matlock, who plays at South Carolina State. Greg has them at 8.5 point favorites, but on books, they're 2-point underdogs at home against NC Central. I'm riding with South Carolina State for sure. I think that's a really good pick. I like South Carolina State. I've only watched them play once, so I can't say I like them that much. But that's a huge discrepancy, the biggest one I've seen from Greg, and I'm backing him, +2 South Carolina State.
So we're taking South Carolina State.
+2.
Plus the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And how big of a discrepancy?
10.5, which is the largest I've ever seen in a spread.
So they're getting actually 12?
Yeah. No.
They're actually, he has them favored.
He has favored by 8.5 points, and they are 2-point underdogs. That's far too big a discrepancy. Someone's wrong, and I'm going to back Greg. I got a hard time seeing that would not play.
I have a feeling that we're going to make some money today.
I like both of those, honestly. Other than that, those are really the only two I'm comfortable giving out today because Greg hadn't been hitting a ton, but those are two that I would be confident in as well. So those are my two for today.
And what were the two? Because I only got South Carolina State.
Texas.
Oh, yeah, but I didn't know that. I thought Texas, was that a Greg pick?
It is. He has them favored by 3.5 points.
Ooh, and we're getting 1.5 currently.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
So
I like
I
it.
like both those money lines.
I like it a lot. Now, yesterday I got smoked. Well, at least not me smoked because I couldn't play anything. But I did tell my friend, hey, I like the under. Did not work out very well, but I do see a total that I think I like. Do you think the Suns and the Bulls go absolutely ham like everybody's saying? And can you believe that Phoenix is an 8-point favorite on the road?
Yeah, Bulls are playing a back-to-back tonight, and the Bulls also have 4 guards out. So that's when I looked at. I was like, wow, 8-point dogs at home. But the Bulls lost by 11 last night to the Sixers.
Lonzo Ball's out.
Lonzo's out. They have
is Zach LaVine? I thought he was day-to-day. Is he out for sure?
Last time I checked, he'll be out tonight as well.
Ooh, what about Kobe White?
Kobe White's out as well.
Damn.
And then you also have old boy that hurt himself.
Patrick Williams?
No, headband guy that's out for the year. The guy that played for the Lakers last year. Caruso, thank you.
Come on, dog.
I couldn't think of his name.
I don't even care about Alex.
I couldn't think of his name, but I knew all the other qualities about him. So the 8 scares me in that one. But you said you like the total?
I was going to say, I think the 8 makes me lean towards Phoenix, laying the 8 on the road. But if Phoenix is an 8-point favorite and the Bulls are a pretty good defensive team and they are on the road, I could see this thing hitting underneath the total. Everybody's got it going way over. And like we said, Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine, Kobe White, not going to go. For the Suns, you got Landry Shamet. He's out. And I can't think of anybody else.
Last night, their game with the Sixers hit exactly 227. So, and off a back-to-back. So, it's hard to say if that hurts the defense or the offense more. I don't think it's a terrible pick at all.
Did you see the Suns last game? They beat Washington 95-80.
The Wizards are reeling for sure, and the Heat play in Washington tonight. I was looking at that one. I'm probably not going to take it. I love the Raptors minus 1.5 on the road against the Hornets. I believe the Raptors have won 6 straight now, so I'm riding that hot hand as long as I can. You're getting 1.5. I'll take, or excuse me, you're favored by 1.5. I'll take the Raptors.
So we're rocking with the we're rocking with the Raptors minus the 1.5.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Are you a Spicy P? Is Spicy P going to go crazy?
Spicy P's been playing well. They just got Fred VanVleet back. Gary Harris is playing really well, and I like Scotty Barnes too. So that's a team that I'm really. And Precious has been playing well too. So I like the Raptors.
Precious, we're taking the Raptors. We're going big. We're going under the 228 points. Suns and the Bulls, and then last but not least. Did you see this Knicks Jazz game?
Yeah, that's another one. I kind of look. That's weird, but I can't do that.
Dude, the Jazz, I know they've been struggling, but the Knicks are trash, man.
But they're competitive trash, though. You know what I mean? Like, they're losing a lot, but they're also competitive in some of these games as well. So that one's why that scares me a little bit. But, I don't know.
Listen, the Jazz have won 2 in a row after that horrible run that they had. They beat Denver. They did beat Brooklyn. By the way, what happened to the Brooklyn team?
They have 4 starters out, too.
Holy cow.
Including Harden and Durant.
Hey, a lot of people are saying that this is real, and a lot of people are saying that it's not real. What do you think about James Harden and the whole Ben Simmons and 76ers?
Daryl Morey's just leaking that story every day to try and pick up steam. Daryl Morey's a clown, by the way. I said that during Willow's show.
Well, Daryl Morey is a clown. I like taking Utah laying the 8. Kemba's trash, so if he was playing, it would probably even be easier for me to take because Kemba's done. Kemba Walker is done, son.
He's too small to play for the Knicks. I don't know if he's done.
Dude, Rudy Gobert's out, so I think that the Deadgum Jazz are going to play even better than normal. So we got Utah minus the 8. We're going under. We also have the Raptors. We're taking Texas. We're also taking South Carolina State. Get ready to rock. Get ready to fire and enjoy making that money. We got one more segment before we pass this bad boy off. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
You have opinions?
Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.
We want to hear them. Call or text us on the AutoZone listener line at 360-8255. That's the AutoZone listener line at 901-360-8255.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Tire pressure light on? Tread low? Car sliding when you stop? It's time to go down to Milton on the Spot, serving you at 3 locations: 1684 Getwell Road, 2127 Ellis Presley, and 3691 North Watkins. Memphis' largest supply of new and used tires, all under warranty. Yes, that's warranty on used tires too. Ask about the tire rotation and balance specials. Milton on the Spot on Getwell Road, Elvis Presley, or North Watkins. Here to take care of your every tire need. Milton on the Spot.
Folks are falling head over heels for these wheels and deals. Colin Johnston here from DeSoto Auto Sales, and it's the season of love. I'm on a mission to help you meet your match. So if you've fallen out of love with your old ride or other dealers have left you brokenhearted, we've got a solution for every situation. Low monthly payments? No problem. Low down payments? You could drive for just a couple bucks down. Trade-ins? We're paying way more than it's worth. And you could even lower your monthly payment in the process. My For the People credit approval process hooks you up with the banks and lenders who want to approve you. It's time to fall in love, Memphis, when you drive a nicer, newer car for less. I'm Colin Johnston, and I'm your dealer. For the People. See all the wheels and deals at DeSotoAutosales.com. That's DeSotoAutosales.com. Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual trade allowance. For example, 2014 Ford Fusion 0 down, $264 per month payment at 5.5 APR for 72 months. Offer absolutely ends February 28th, 2022.
Barks now offers you just about everything you need for your furry family member. Daycare, luxury boarding, award-winning grooming, veterinary checkups, diagnostic services including digital x-ray, fluoroscopy and ultrasound, complete dental service, vaccinations, preventative care for fleas, ticks, and heartworms, and just about any needed surgical treatment. And did I mention that we treat cats and all types of exotic pets? We are the newest member of the Barks family and the newest, most high-tech veterinary hospital in the Mid-South. Located directly across the street from Barks and Recreation, we are a full-service hospital with a fantastic, experienced staff. If you're having problems getting a timely appointment at your current vet's facility, we are here to serve you. Call us at 901-979-8888. Barks and Medication. Excellence in veterinary care.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder, 867-0303. Hurricane season is upon us. Is your roof ready? Are your shingles laying down and sealed properly? Call me right now, 867-0303. They say you get what you pay for. That's why my opinion is free. Maybe you've got years of life left in your roof. If so, I'll tell you that. But if I find storm damage or a compromised roof system, I'll lay out some options for you. Don't let them tell you it needs to be replaced if it only needs a repair. Call me, 867-0303. Has your insurance company already seen it and rejected your claim? Maybe they're correct. Most of the time, they're not. They do tend to become more reasonable once I get involved, though. 867-0303. I'll measure your roof from outer space or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour of Sports 56 Happy Hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I am your buddy, Johnny Radio. Man, about to close out today. About to close out the whole world of what we're doing today. I'm going to pass this bad boy off to Pete and Anthony for Sports 56 Grind Time. Guess what? Peter Edmonston's back in the saddle again.
He's back.
Back in the saddle again. Now, do you remember the coach for the Las Vegas Raiders who had to fill in for the departed John Gruden?
Rich Bisaccia.
Yes, Rich Bisaccia. Guess what happened to Rich today?
He's been hired.
Yes.
As a special teams coordinator for the Packers.
And I don't know why my brain is struggling so much with this. That doesn't seem like that definitely doesn't seem like a lateral move. It definitely does not seem like a step up.
Well, that's what his position was.
Well, it was prior.
Before he was the interim.
But he proved that he was one heck of a head football coach. All the players on that team came out there and praised him about how he kept everything together and they kept them focused. And they also gave a lot of love to Carr, the quarterback. I thought he did a fabulous job. The fact that he is going to be a special teams coach in Green Bay just kind of shocks me.
I agree.
You know, one thing that definitely shocks me as well, have you seen how many trees are down in this the city? They're everywhere. Yes, they're out there working hard to fix the trees, to get them cut up and turn them into lumber or whatever. But the other thing is you got to remember, if a tree fell on your roof, you probably have a claim. Do you know who can guarantee you that you have a claim? My buddy Brian Elder at brianelderroofing.com. You can call him at 901-867-0303, 901-867-0303. He's your Memphis roofing repair professional. He's licensed, he's bonded, he's insured, and of course, there's a no questions asked warranty guarantee. He by far is the best commercial and residential roofing contractor in the Mid-South. Go to brianelderroofing.com or give that man a call, 901-867-0303. For Jay Morgan, I'm John Harden. We're about to bounce, but I got to remind you, we're taking Texas. We're taking South Carolina State. We're rocking on the Raptors, and we are going under in which game? Oh, the Suns game. Do me a favor, people. Get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Valentine's Day is almost here, and you know we have